Hey Battle Trash fans, it's the Battle Trash Man here, and what you're watching is some Battlefield 3 gameplay on NASCAR, or however you say it, canals. Using support because I'm trying to get it leveled up. I just got it for PC, so I mean I don't even have C4 unlocked or any points. So I'm using just the base stuff. And what I want to talk about today is what you need to know about PC if you're going to switch over from consoles. And I haven't been a PC gamer that long. I recently got my gaming PC, but I played on my laptop a lot, and I recently fully switched over, like I said. And I'm gonna give you some tips that I really wish I had or knew when I was switching over, or before I did, and spent all the money. So first tip is talk to your friends. All right. Because I remember, I think it was Woody's gamertag that said, friends make the game fun. And that is completely true. If you have no friends on PC, you really need to reconsider. Hang on, move my mic there, so my audio might have changed. Move it back some. There we go. So you really need to consider, are your friends gonna play it, you know? And if they are, you need to fully consider what's the realism about them getting it. Because a lot of people will go, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get it, and then they'll never get it ever. And it's really annoying because you're like, what the hell? I just spent, $1,000. That's, if you're gonna spend $1,000. But yeah, that is something that you need to consider. Are your friends playing it? Do you know anyone that plays it? What's the realism of them getting it? Which is definitely important to know. I have a few friends that play PC, luckily, but most of my friends don't. And what I'll end up doing a lot now is turning on my Xbox, switching my TV back to computer, and then just talking to them through Xbox, and I'm still on PC. Because I'm lonely. But, another good piece of advice is you need to find a way to communicate, alright? And I use Skype personally and Mumble, but you need to find a way. Some people will use hang on. But some people will use, TeamSpeak or something or Steam's in service or whatever EA uses. But you guys need to coordinate, find a way that you can talk to each other, set up Skype accounts or Mumble accounts or whatever you want to, figure out what it is. Another thing you need to consider is what type of PC you need. And I'm sure, well, I want a gaming PC. Well, that's a very broad term. You need to determine what type of games you're going to play. What you're watching here is Battlefield 3 on Ultra gameplay, like I said earlier. And to do that, I need a higher computer to keep the frame rate, fairly high. I get around 40, 50 frames per second recording with Bandicam, so I'm sure it'll go down a bit with Fraps, but that's still really good. And I could not do that on a cheaper computer, probably. Around the $600 mark, I'd play on a medium or maybe high. Couldn't really record on high, but I spent $1,000 on this thing, custom built. Probably would have been more if it was pre-built. So that's something you do need to consider is, if you're going to play RTS games, though, or, Sims or something, if you're a more casual gamer, you really don't need that, high end of a PC if you're just going to play, maybe Minecraft, Sims, and all that stuff. If you're going to be playing, Total War or something, you may need, 6 gigabytes of RAM would be nice, maybe a medium graphics card, nothing high end, 7850 might be a bit overkill. That's what I use. But you want to keep it, maybe medium end. And if you're gonna be playing, FPS games, and you really want to keep it current, playing on the high settings, you might want to go high end, around $1,000 mark. And that is something you need to consider. I'm sure that price tag sounds threatening, but it is, it is what it is. Get over it. Don't mean to sound insulting there. But that is something you really do need to consider, because I know a lot of people want to go out and buy, these $4,000 computers, and it's like, there's no point. Technology is only so good right now. And I mean, like, right now you pay $3,000, new chipsets coming out, you know, this year. So I mean, it will be out of date by the end of the year. And that's another thing I want to talk about is price, which is reasonably price everything. Syndicate, I think it was. I'm gonna be mentioning a lot of other YouTubers here. Syndicate even said, don't invest a lot of money into YouTube or gaming setup unless you get something out of it. You know, and you know, first pro, well, I like to game, or you know, I want to be pro. So you want to go out and spend, and this also includes YouTube too, because you know, one thing nice about PC, it's easy to record and actually a lot cheaper. But the first thing you know you're gonna want to do is go out and buy, you know, a Razer gaming mouse. But you need to ask yourself, do I really need this? Is this, you know, super important that I have? And that probably sounds silly, but I mean, it's $70 for a Razer gaming mouse. Do you really need one? You know, keyboards, you know, $70. So if you really want to cut prices, you know, I have just an own mouse and keyboard. Probably gonna get a new keyboard or new mouse though, next paycheck. And that's something you need to consider. You know, your appliances too, your monitors. How many monitors do you want? Do you really need, you know, 3 monitors? I have 2 just because I like 2. But I know some people use 3 and they don't really need 3. Another thing you need to consider also definitely is, why do you want it? And I probably should have put this first. Why do you want it? Alright, I know a lot of people are like, well, I like the mods. Well, mods only make up half the experience, maybe even less, you know. Maybe more, maybe less. But it's still, like, DayZ is no reason just to go out and buy Arma. It's not. And if you don't know what that is, I guess you're living under a rock or something. But look it up. But what I'm saying is, decide why you want it. I wanted PC because I do a lot of stuff on my PC. A lot of my friends are on PC, first off. I do a lot of Photoshop and video editing, which I kind of needed a better PC for. And I've been wanting to get into programming and coding, which my laptop was kind of at its limit. You know, I couldn't do much. I've been wanting to learn some game engine software just as a hobby, not really professionally. And I need a computer for it. But I know some people, like I said, some of my friends are like, well, I want a gaming PC for the mods. It's like, that's only half of the stuff, though. You know, that's not even, maybe not even half. You know, mods are pretty difficult to install. I don't use a lot of mods because I get annoyed at them right away. Anyways, I should probably be wrapping up this video here soon. I hope you guys liked it. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And actually, tell me in the comments, what do you prefer? Xbox, PS3, PC? And if you are PC, you know, give some advice to people looking to switch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Bad Trashman signing out.